all-time Tennessee football draft. And I do need to upload the graphic here.
I don't know how we rank who's better than who, but I feel like I'm going to win.
The way things have gone this year, you might be right.
I'm kind of undefeated, ain't I?
Other than the bracket, I got you in the bracket.
You got me big time in the bracket. I ain't
Yeah.
even gonna lie. Yeah, that's a good point. All right.
Yeah,
but that makes sense. I like football. You like basketball. We're both kind of into baseball, so we'll see.
So the way this is gonna work, so I've got a wheel pulled up that is going to pick which one of us goes first. It's going to be a snake draft. So whoever goes first will get a pick. Then the next person gets 2, and it's going to go 2 and 2 like that.
All right.
Just a snake draft. We're picking one quarterback, excluding Peyton Manning because he is the best quarterback in Tennessee history. 2 running backs.
Is he?
2 wide receivers. Yes, he is. Don't even act like he's not. 2 wide receivers. A tight end, a defensive lineman, a linebacker, a safety, and a corner. So we got 10 total people that we are picking from. I'm going to move over to this screen here. And see who gets to go first in this one. Let's spin the wheel.
Let's get it. Let's go. I kind of want you to have first pick, honestly. I think I want you to have. It's going to give it to me, of course, dude. No, dude. I wanted you to have first pick.
Skylar is going to go first.
All right. Am I on the clock?
You are on the clock.
I am going to go with the first pick of the 2025 Vol Football GOAT Status Draft. I am going to go running back Dylan Sampson.
Running back Dylan Sampson. That's a good pick there.
Can't miss. I ain't seen a running back carry a team so hard as that man did for the University of Tennessee. I know that's recency bias. You can call it all you want. There are other good running backs out there, 100%. But as far as what he meant to the program, look at Ohio State game. When he doesn't play, you've seen how the team responds. That dude literally carried the team and honestly should have been playing more as a sophomore and a freshman. But when you're behind great veteran running backs like Jalen Wright and Jabari Small, you can only do so much. So, Dylan Sampson 100% is the number 1 pick.
All right, so Skylar goes running back with the number 1 pick overall.
100%. I went with the position that you had to choose 2 of. I feel like that's kind of a smart, kind of like a fantasy type, method there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So I believe I'm going to go defensive side of the ball first.
Attaboy.
Give me defensive lineman Reggie White, the minister of defense.
I mean, you just went for the best all-time player of tennis. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Whatever. I mean, that's like saying no Peyton Manning. I mean, that's pretty much the same level there, but it's fine. I'll let you have Reggie White. That's cool. Didn't realize we were doing that. So don't worry. I've got some in the chamber for you now. But go ahead. Who's your second pick?
Well, I'll go ahead and give you the layup for linebacker. I'm not going to pick linebacker so you can have him because he's one of the best ones as well. But yeah, Reggie White is who I'm going to take number 1 overall.
You can take the linebacker too, but I know exactly who you're thinking of now. It's fine. He's a dog, 100%.
All right, so I will go offensive side of the ball for my second overall pick. I'm going to go running back. Give me James Littleman Stewart.
That's a good pick. He was one of my, I put down top 4 because you said we're choosing 2. So I that was 100% one of my top 4. That's a good pick. All right. So we're going 90s, the time and era when we definitely didn't watch, but that's fine.
Yeah, but I mean,
I get it. It's all time.
Any Vol fanatic, though, has got to know the history of Tennessee football.
I knew the history. I know exactly who the moment you said it, I knew exactly what team he was on. Dude, what a stacked running back room, by the way, when he
Yeah,
was there.
exactly.
I might even pick the other guy in
I
that
was going
room.
to say, spoiler alert, I might be picking one from that same time frame.
Well, let me go ahead. No, I'm joking. I am going to go with. I got to take him because I'm afraid you're going to take him. Jamal Lewis, running back. That is my number 2.
He was on my list.
Yep. Number 2, Jamal Lewis, son of a buck. Game update. We had 2 on, first and third with 2 outs, and we just flied out to the track. That is unfortunate. It is still 6-5. Vols are down. All right. Jamal Lewis is my second running back. My running back room is complete.
That's a good running back room, though. Dylan Sampson and Jamal Lewis. It's a good room.
Come on now. I mean, I still had Alma Kamara and Arian Foster down, but I think I'm all right with my 2. I'm going to go wide receiver. I'm really going to throw a curveball at you. Cordero Patterson.
Ooh.
100%.
Ooh.
One of my favorite and best wide receivers that I remember. And I know that's not your Peerless Price and Joey Kent's and all of that. Cordero Patterson is an absolute dog and was a video game player when he played at the University of Tennessee. And it was so fun to watch. And you've seen his NFL, run of like 12 years, 14 years. I mean, I think that's worthy of being the number 1 wide receiver for my team. Give me that.
Yeah, and the only reason that he didn't make my list is he was only here for 1 year.
I don't care. I don't.
And I get it. I get it.
We're talking skill. We're talking skill 11 on 11, bro.
Yeah.
Give me Cordell Patterson. 100%.
Oh, yeah. Skill wise. And, he never even crossed my mind because I was thinking, all right, what have they done for their career?
Nah, yeah.
When I was picking players. But no, that's a great pick there.
Thank you. You want to know why he looked up? He looked up top 10 stats. That's what he did. That's why I wasn't on his mind. See, I'm trying to pick from the heart here. I'm picking from the heart here. Come on now.
I actually did not.
Okay. Yeah, you better not have, cheater. No, it's fine. Give me Cordell Patterson. I like that pick because I knew you wouldn't have probably thought of that. Which makes me kind of I should have blew it that early. I should have kept him down. That could have been like a round 7 pick right there, but it's fine. I'm happy with it.
All right. I will also go wide receiver for my number 3 pick. I'm going to go with Joey Kent. Everybody remembers play number 1.
Yep.
Peyton Manning to Joey Kent. Joey Kent was a fantastic player in the 90s, and I believe he's Tennessee's all-time leader.
You want me to throw some hate?
What's that?
Joey Kent's only as good as he was because he had Peyton Manning. All right. That's it. That's it.
Fair.
That is it. That is it. No, I'm joking.
That's totally fair.
No, I'm only saying that because you picked him. It's fine.
All right, number 4 pick. I am going to stay offensive side of the ball. I'm going to go tight end, take Jason Witten.
Oh, you would? Okay. All right. Don't worry. I got you, big dog. That's fine. I got one better.
Now, I will say this. Now, Jason Witten was a fantastic player in college, but the success he had at the pro level really makes that's what carries him even further to his legacy at Tennessee.
100%. Ooh, that means it's my turn. Let's see. Pick 4 for me, right? Yep, 100%. Yep. Let's go for the 4th pick of the 2025 Vol GOAT status draft. I am going to go quarterback Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker is a good pick, and
I was really contemplating Casey Clausen, Josh Dobbs. Dare I say Eric Ainge, but
see, Hendon Hooker is one of those that I was thinking more along the lines of Cordell Patterson, where, if he had been here an entire career, there's no doubt he's a top 3.
But see, I don't care if they were there 2 years, 1 year, 4 years.
And that's fair.
It's more of like, how good were they?
Yeah.
And then also, were they proud to be here?
Yep.
And I do feel like all the picks that I made, 100%. I mean, Hendon Hooker was just in town the other day. So, I mean, 100% proud to be here. Yeah, Hendon Hooker,
absolutely.
the IQ, the year 1 to year 2 jump was insane. But his ability to just control the offense in the way that Josh Heupel dreamed of, and literally just 1 year of coaching under that coaching staff, was a dream scenario that I don't even think Josh Heupel realized was even possible. But Hendon Hooker took the reins, didn't give anybody a reason to take him out, take him away from the starter. And I mean, come on. I mean, he took Tennessee to, I'm going to say, an 11-win season. Obviously, Joe Milton got that 11th win, and honestly, the 10th win technically. But
yeah,
but overall, we knew where that team was going with Hendon Hooker as the quarterback, and that whole jump, and Josh Heupel's era, honestly, may not even be the same without Hendon Hooker. So,
yeah.
I think in my lifetime,
that's a great point.
My lifetime that I remember, obviously in the mid 2000s, like 06, 07, right? We won the SEC East, but in my vague memory, that is the first 10-win season I've ever witnessed. Now, obviously, I was alive and we did it, but like I don't remember that at all. So that's why I think he has a higher pedestal than probably most. And obviously, recency bias. Everybody wants to say, old school is way better. 100%. I get that. I really do. But Hendon Hooker, you can't argue what he did for this university. So,
yeah, that's fair.
All right, that was my 4. Let's go 5. Let's go linebacker Al Wilson. I got to do it. You took Reggie White. I got to go Al Wilson. I don't know why I let him slip all the way that low, but feel really good about that, mainly because he is the greatest linebacker in the University of Tennessee. And, well, that's all you really need to know. That dude's an absolute certified dog. You can hear it from, like, testimonials of other quarterbacks. They looked across the line of scrimmage, and they absolutely hated seeing that dark visor across. Dude, I'm just telling you, certified dog. He's not the all-time sack leader, is he? What is... He might be the all-time tackler.
I think he's the all-time tackles leader, but didn't Derek Barnett break the sack record?
He did, 100%. But either way, I mean, come on, give me all that. Al Wilson, he was here in one of the great. I mean, you think of 3 defensive players, right? You think of, when you say best defensive players, say it with me: Al Wilson,
Reggie White,
Eric Berry.
Which is who I'm taking with the number 5 pick at safety.
All right, dude. Come on.
Yeah, Eric Berry, safety. He was just unbelievable at Tennessee. Not to mention in the pros what he did while battling cancer as well. Eric Berry, an all-time Vol. He definitely let a lot of people know that his presence was there, namely Noshawn Marino at safety, or sorry, at Georgia when he was there. Eric Berry, without a doubt, is on the all-time Vol team. Number 6. See, you've still got a wide receiver left. So I'm going to go ahead and pick wide receiver. I'm going to go with one of the guys one of the first guys that I remember watching. I'm going to go with Robert Meacham.
Okay. Robert Meacham. Okay.
And
that did not make my list.
And he turned in a pretty good pro career too at New Orleans as well. But Robert Meacham was Eric Ainge's favorite target whenever they played together. Had a fantastic senior season, or it might have been a junior season. And then he went to the draft a year early, 1,000-yard receiver that year. I told you before that one of my first memories watching Tennessee football was the Cal game, where Robert Meacham had 200 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns in that game. Just a fantastic wide receiver at Tennessee.
100%. No lies detected there. So, would I pick 6 for me? 6 and 7 coming up?
6 and 7.
Pick number 6. I am going to go defensive line Leonard Little.
That's a good pick there.
Yes, sir.
And see, I actually want to throw out one that if you had gotten defensive line first, who I was going to put, Big John Henderson.
That's Big John. Yes, 100%. Decent pick. But Leonard Little, to me, I feel like maybe I don't know. Leonard Little is, if you would have said best, top 4 defensive players of all time, Leonard Little, in my opinion, is that number 4.
He's
Um,
definitely either 4 or 5.
yeah.
Definitely.
So 100%, I'm glad to have him there, especially when you taking Reggie White. Leonard Little is like, obviously not Reggie White, but it's as close as I'm going to get,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So Leonard Little 100% takes that spot. I'm going to go back to wide receiver, and I'm going to take another off-the-wall guy that you're not going to believe. But I'm so proud to do it, Jawan Jennings.
He made my list.
Jawan Jennings, 100%. And people are going to look at that and be like, what did he do here? Other than, obviously, the Hail Mary catch. He wasn't your most explosive guy. He wasn't your, touchdowns leader or anything. But the heart and soul that kid put into this football program, you can't. I've got, look, the way I look at it is if I can have his heart, and honestly, his talent's not bad either. Like, let's be honest. He converted from a quarterback to a wide receiver, did it pretty well, and now he's in the wide receiver, and now he's in the NFL as a wide receiver, and might be San Francisco's number 1, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
And the way he was able to adapt and go through the trials and tribulations that was the University of Tennessee. I mean, people forget that got kicked off the team, and he stayed in school there at the university. And then when the coaching change happened, he asked to rejoin the team, and then was honestly, ooh, dang it. Sorry, got distracted. Thought we hit a home run. Didn't. Got caught at the track again. Anyways, what he went through, and the way he played for Jarrett Garantano, and the way he, at that point, probably knew he wasn't going to win anything at Tennessee, but still didn't mind bleeding orange for that team. Like, seriously, give me those type of that heart, those guts. I want that. And then I've got Cordell Patterson on the other side, who really is skilled in every way. I think that's one of the best, and it is a most recent, right? That's within the last 15 years, but really, really talented wide receiver 1 and 2 combo right there. And I'd be happy to have them guys on my look. The way I look at it is I wouldn't want to play those guys. So I'm glad they're on my team.
And not to mention that Jawan Jennings, if the 49ers had won the Super Bowl that year, he was been MVP. The Super Bowl MVP.
Oh my God. There was people calling him MVP without the, obviously without them winning. But yes, you're 100% right. So that was, I guess Jawan Jennings was my 7th pick of the draft, and it's now over back to you.
Number 7 could be a controversial pick for me.
That's okay. I've had a couple.
I'm going to go cornerback.
Don't you do it.
He's still playing now, so he can still make his presence known even further. Give me Jermod McCoy.
Dude, I had him, bro. No way. You took Eric Berry and Jermod McCoy. How's that even possible? Is Eric Berry a safety or a cornerback? Because I swear he's a cornerback.
I thought he was a safety.
I think he's listed as everything, but I feel like he was a cornerback. It's fine. It's fine. I'll let you have it.
All right,
cornerback, I literally had Eric Berry and Jermod McCoy because I was going to take whoever you didn't.
Hey, if you want Jermod, I've got another one.
No,
I'll let you have Jermod.
No, I don't want him.
I'll let you have.
No, I don't want you to let me have anybody. You have it. It's fine.
No, because I like my other one too.
I do too. I've got one more, but I listed him as a safety, so I'll just have to look for another cornerback. It's fine. It's fine.
Are you sure?
I swear.
I've got another one.
I don't want to let me have anybody. Get out of here.
All right, Jermod McCoy.
Damn it. I need some help in the chat, man. I need to know if Eric Berry is a safety or a cornerback. Because I know Jermod McCoy is a cornerback, 100%. All right.
I think he just played whatever he needed to, but I thought he played more safety.
He might have. I mean, without a doubt, he was the leader of the defense. So,
all right, let's see.
Christian earlier said, "Give me Hyatt." What a dog. It's not a bad pick either, but I feel like he really picked up when Tillman kind of dropped off a little bit, because Tillman, honestly, really close to making my list, because he was the first 1,000-yard receiver since Cordell Patterson or Justin Hunter. Justin Hunter. And that's huge. But yeah. Anyways.
All right. So my number 8 pick, I'm going linebacker. I had two of them besides Al Wilson here that I was going back and forth on, but give me Gerard Mayo.
That's a good one. Who is now? Is he still the coach in New England?
No, he was fired after one season.
I felt like he was. Didn't really get a fair chance either.
Because now it's dude that was at the Titans.
Oh, Mike Vrabel. Yep.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel. Yeah, but Gerard Mayo was a fantastic linebacker. The other one I was going back and forth with was Kevin Simon. He was a fantastic linebacker at Tennessee too.
Pick number
8
for me. I've got to take him because you're going to take him eventually, but I have him listed as a safety. I believe he was a safety. Deion Grant, certified dog.
Yep.
One of the best to ever do it.
Yep, Deion Grant was a good one. Also, Bobby Majors was a really good safety. He was also a very good punt returner too.
Yes,
as safety.
Yes,
so
100%.
Deion Grant.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's one thing about Tennessee is there's not a lot of great corners that just stand out, you know?
There's not. That's why I'm having a hard time. But Deion Grant was 8, right?
Yep. I've got a name that I'll throw out for you if you want to take him.
It'd be my 9th pick. Might be my last pick, ain't it?
What about Bryce Thompson? Now you still got one more. Pick after that. We got 10 total.
Bryce Thompson was all right.
That was my other one.
No, I got one. 100%. It's recent. Sorry. It's not even really because I know him. It's a core memory that I'll forever always have.
Is it Alante Taylor?
No. It's actually a guy who didn't make it in the pros. Got an opportunity, who just didn't work out. Ty Kelly Jr.
Great pick.
Core memory. Interception to seal the win against Florida. Todd Kelly Jr. Changed his number from 24 to 6 or 6 to 24.
And you know what? I thought
like
about
that
him.
Story was,
yeah.
I mean, that's so like, yeah. Go ahead.
I thought about him this morning, and I meant to put him down on my list, and just completely forgot to put him down. So I had forgotten about him. But yes, Todd Kelly Jr. That's a great pick for
core memory. Core memory that I'll always have when he literally had that sliding like interception. They almost sacked the dude. Was it Felipe Franks? I can't even remember, but
yes.
Yeah, but almost sacked him, and then he got the interception, sealed the deal. I don't think it was Felipe Franks. Felipe Franks, I think, beat us.
Felipe Franks was the one that nailed the Hail Mary to beat us the following season.
Yes, it was. I think it was number 14. I don't know. Either way, yeah, TKJ. I don't mind TK being my cornerback representative. He didn't have the best of seasons, battled a little bit of injuries, I think, but overall, man, just an absolute dog, leader, and a person that you'd want representing the room. So, like I guess on the stat board is what I'm trying to say. He's not going to be number 1 on anything, but
yeah.
But a certified dog he is. So, that is my number 9.
So my number 9 pick is going to be quarterback. There's 2 directions that I could go with it, but
you love Eric Ainge. Stop lying.
If we are taking Peyton Manning off the board, then I'm going to grab the other quarterback that was the runner-up at Heisman Trophy. Give me Heath Shuler.
That's actually a good pick. I ain't even going to lie.
So the other direction I was going actually was not Eric Ainge either. Condredge Holloway, because of what he did as far as opening up the path for African-American quarterbacks. And he was also a fantastic player.
Well, that and I got to tip my cap to you and not just picking T. Martin because he won the Natty. Because like that to me, yes, it's huge, 100%. But like we all understand that there's a lot more than just the quarterback that won that Natty. And
can I be real about T. Martin?
Yeah.
He stepped into a team with all the talent in the world that any quarterback. All right. He reminds me of the Stetson Bennett situation at Georgia. You could almost put any quarterback there.
And as long as you don't lose the game.
as long as you don't just completely screw up, you could win a national title.
And he
And
did.
that's what happened.
But
that
you got to give
season.
him credit that he did that.
Oh
He
yeah,
still
yeah.
stepped in.
You've absolutely got to give him credit for that, and he gets the credit for being the winning quarterback of a national championship team.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I'm at with T. Martin.
Right on.
I really wish that Peyton Manning could have won a title with that team, but yeah, he's Schuler. He's, I believe, the only other quarterback in Tennessee history that was in the running for the Heisman Trophy, and he finished runner up in a fantastic, I believe it was 92 season. So my final pick of the draft is going to be my second running back. I'm going to go with somebody that was on that national championship winning team, and that is Travis Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite, even though I wasn't actually alive for the game, but my favorite clip that I like to go back and watch is from the Arkansas game. I mentioned it whenever we had our guest on back earlier.
Yep.
Help me with his name, John.
John Ewert.
Yeah, John Ewert. Thank you. When we had him on back earlier, I mentioned that memory. You had the fourth down failed conversion, and then next possession you had Billy Ratliff just bull rush the Arkansas offensive lineman Brandon Burlsworth, caused a stumbling fumble. Tennessee gets the ball back, and you had John Ward in an interview later saying, "What did Tennessee do? Nothing fancy. Give the ball to number 20. Go that way." And they just rode Travis Henry down the field, ended up scoring with less than a minute left on the clock to keep the perfect season alive.
That's right. 100%. You want some sad news?
Yeah, Vanderbilt just hit a home run.
On Nate Snead 0-2 count once again. That kid's got to start doing better. Nate Snead's such a good pitcher, but why in the world is he throwing a fastball right down the freaking pipe on an 0-2 count? Makes no sense. And he's not the only one that does it. There was another home run hit earlier today, and it was on 1-2 count, and he threw it right down the pipe. And anyways, yes, Vanderbilt is winning 7-5 now. And what makes that worse is there was 2 outs too.
Yep, 1 out away from getting to come back up to the plate.
To me, it
only down
screams.
one.
To me, it screams selfish. It's like a pitcher's trying to get the strikeout rather than just pitching smart, and you threw it right down the pipe. And yeah, but
that's one thing I like about. That's one thing I like about Tegan Coombs is he goes out there, he's just pitching to contact.
That's right. But Tennessee got the third out on a pop-up, and they got 2 runs to make up here in the bottom of the ninth. So, no, my last pick, I'll make it very short and sweet. I was really going back and forth. It was tight ends, right? I was really, really, really going back and forth. But I'll make my pick and then tell you who I was kind of fighting on who was going to be. But I'm going to go with Mitchell Rivera. I think statistically one of the better tight ends in the history of Tennessee. I do remember him playing not necessarily great years, but had great seasons for sure.
That was during the Tyler Bray era, wasn't it?
Yes, that's another pick that I'm taking. He was playing alongside Cordell Patterson and ended up getting 5 touchdowns, had 400-something yards, I think. He got 36 passes for way more than that. 562 yards and 5 touchdowns. So, I mean, he really had a lot of production. I think the wide receivers kind of helped with that because they were going to have to double Cordell Patterson, Justin Hunter, you name it. So he got a lot of production out of that tight end room. That's ultimately why I went with Mitchell Rivera. Also had a great NFL career. Rivera did. But the other person that I was really battling because of just how many touchdowns he, scored, but maybe it's just the difference in offense, but Princeton Fant and what he did as a tight end. And the utilization that he was, that piece that he could just kind of be a fullback when he needed to be a fullback, be a tight end, passing or rushing. He could block. He could, Princeton Fant, in my opinion, deserves to be on this list. But at the end of the day, I'm going Rivera, Mitchell Rivera.
That's a great pick. So recapping the rounds, round 1, Skylar with the number 1 overall pick takes Dylan Sampson at running back. I took Reggie White with my number 1 pick. Round 2, I went first taking James Little Man Stewart at running back, and Skylar follows it up with Jamal Lewis at running back. Skylar with a very good running back room there with Dylan Sampson and Jamal Lewis.
Yes, sir.
Round 3, Skylar takes Cordero Patterson. I take Joey Kent. Two very good wide receivers. As I mentioned, I went Joey Kent just because of the longevity. He was, and I think I've read correctly that he is Tennessee's all-time touchdown receptions leader and maybe even yardage receptions leader. But Skylar with an absolute underdog pick of Cordero Patterson because he
Yeah, he's
was
not on any list of top 10, 15, 25. Trust me, I just
no,
looked. He's not.
but as far as single season production, he's got to be way up there.
I mean, the kid was just electric to watch. So I don't know. I'm happy with it.
Yeah. So 4th round, I took Jason Witten. Skylar takes Hendon Hooker. 5th round, Skylar takes Al Wilson. I take Eric Berry.
That's a good pick.
6th round, I take Robert Meacham, and Skylar takes Leonard Little. And Leonard Little, that was a great pick there. That's one that's I thought about.
Don't make me feel better. You got number 1 in that position. Don't you lie? Come on now.
I mean, I did get Reggie White, but
you're just happy that I picked the next best, right? Like, so.
Yeah, that's right. Because I thought about Leonard Little, but I was like, not that I remember Big John Henderson, but I was like, that's a name that I know a lot of people are going to remember. So that was going to be my backup if you happen to get Reggie White before I did.
That's right.
7th round, Skylar takes Jawan Jennings. I take Jermod McCoy. 8th round, I take Gerard Mayo. Skylar takes Deion Grant. 9th round, Skylar takes Todd Kelly Jr. I take Heath Schuler. And the 10th round, I take Travis Henry, and Skylar takes Mitchell Rivera. Those are 2 pretty good teams right there overall.
You can definitely see the massive gaps in talent, I think, for the University of Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
So one thing that I love, though, is we've either got folks back in the late 1900s, early 2000s, and then we've got folks pretty recent. And I think that shows what Josh Heupel's doing here at the University of Tennessee is not just about the gimmicky offense that I think that's proven to be a hoax at this point, but he's also bringing in that high-level talent that wants to come here, represent the University of Tennessee, and win championships.